This is the beginning of video 2. We are on the record at 11:05 a.m.
Did you speak with anyone over the course of the break about your deposition here today?
No.
Okay. You speak with anyone about this case?
No.
When we broke, I believe you were sharing with us some of the names of the people that you worked with that were at Tenet Healthcare Corporation headquarters in Dallas. And you told me some names: Ann Bowen, Maria Fernandez, Darlene Lutman, Kathy Munoz, Jeff Clinklin, Bob Stauffer, Denise Chandler, Patricia LaCroix. Is that right?
That's correct.
Others that you...
Not that I remember.
Okay. What about Anna Kiger?
Yes.
Okay. Kelvin Baggett?
I know Dr. Baggett, but I haven't interacted with him.
Okay. Bob Hendler?
No.
All right. What about Rusty McDew?
McNeil.
The name is familiar. No.
Okay. Tell me what your role was in the closure of the labor and delivery unit at South Fulton Medical Center in 2012.
I had no role.
Okay. Did you ever talk to anybody about that?
About the closure?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Who'd you talk to about it?
Objection to form.
Jeff Stanley?
Jeff Stanley?
Yes.
And who was Jeff Stanley?
He was the chief operating officer.
Okay. At South Fulton Medical Center, right?
Yes.
Anyone else?
No.
Tell me, when did you have the conversation with Jeff Stanley?
When it was announced that the unit would be closing.
Okay. About how long did your conversation with Mr. Stanley last?
It was a part of a meeting that we were having.
Okay.
A few minutes.
All right. Tell me what you recall about that conversation.
I just wanted to know why the unit was closing.
Yes, ma'am. And what did he tell you?
It was not financially viable for the hospital anymore to offer that service line.
Okay. Did he tell you why it wasn't financially viable?
No.
Okay. Did you ever see a drop-off in patients at labor and delivery or NICU at South Fulton Medical Center?
Not that I recall, no.
Right. So, without a drop-off in patients, do you have any idea, or do you have any thoughts about why it would suddenly no longer be financially viable, like he told you?
Objection to form mischaracterize the evidence and calls for speculation.
I don't know. I didn't get into the finances of the hospital. That wasn't my
Yes, ma'am.
area.
All right.
So
And what's your understanding about why it closed?
that financially it wasn't. The hospital was losing money on that service line.
Yes, ma'am. And you don't have any idea why they were purportedly losing money?
Objection to form.
It just be my speculation. I don't really have any direct knowledge.
Okay. What about indirect knowledge?
Indirect knowledge, yes.
Yes, ma'am. What's that? Can you tell me what your indirect knowledge about why the unit closed?
The payer mix of that patient population.
Payer mix. of the patient population. What do you mean by that?
High Medicaid.
Okay. All right. What else?
That's all.
All right. So there were a number of people that you mentioned that you worked with at Tenet Healthcare Corporation headquarters in Dallas in quality while you were in quality, right?
Correct.
And I'd like to go through those with you. Ann Bowen, who was she and what was her role?
She assisted in preparing the hospital for accreditation surveys.
Okay. So she came to South Fulton Medical Center to assist in the preparation?
Yes.
Okay. And when Ann Bowen would come from headquarters in Dallas to South Fulton Medical Center to help prepare for the surveys, would she do some of the same things that you were talking about preparing for accreditation surveys, collect data?
Yes.
Okay.
Check the form.
Help analyze that data
Yes.
Check the form.
and help aggregate the data and decide a course of action, an action plan to prepare for the surveys?
Yes.
Object to the form, compound question.
Would you read back that question, please?
Aggregate the data and decide a course of action and action plan to prepare for the surveys.
Okay. She would assist you in aggregating the data, true?
Check to the form.
You may answer.
She aggregated her own data.
Okay. So when Ann Bowen got to South Fulton Medical Center from Dallas, she would actually compile her own data, true?
True.
And she would analyze that data, true?
True.
Object to the form.
And
Call
she
for
would-
speculation.
And she would put together action plans of her own for the Tenet South Fulton Medical Center Hospital, true?
She made
Object to the
recommendations.
form.
Yes, ma'am. She made recommendations to help prepare South Fulton for the surveys, true?
True.
And what sort of recommendations would she make, would Ann Bowen make in helping prepare for the surveys?
You can answer that question generally, but to the extent that there is anything specific relating to any specific changes that were made, I'd instruct you not to answer, because in my view that question calls for information that relates to the evaluation of the quality and the efficiency of services, which will be protected by the peer review and or medical review committee privileges. But if you can give general categories or examples, that would be permissible.
She would make recommendations on how to on the frequency of audits that needed to be done.
Yes, ma'am. Frequency of audits, all right.
She may provide a certain tool or a checklist to collect data.
Okay. Tools and checklists to collect data. Yes, ma'am.
Was that
And
a
that's
yes?
a yes.
Yes.
Thank you. We all do that. It's just very difficult for her to take that down. So
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. What else?
Provide references on best practices on how to do a certain process.
Best hospital practices?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. All right. What else?
That's sums
What
it
you
up.
remember? Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
All right. Now, when what was your email address, or what's your email address?
Valerie.Bender
Yes, ma'am.
at tenethealth.com.
All right. It's Valerie.Bender at tenethealth.com.
Yes.
And do you know anyone employed at South Fulton Medical Center that did not have an email that was at tenethealth.com?
No.
In other words, they were all at tenethealth.com, true?
True.
Okay. And did you ever attend the webinars that were put on by Tenet Healthcare Corporation headquarters in Dallas?
Yes.
Objection form.
Okay. About how often did you attend the Tenet Healthcare Corporation webinars?
Objection form.
You may answer.
And the webinars varied, so I would say once a quarter.
Okay. And the webinars were on best hospital practices, true?
Sometimes.
All right. And other times they were on what?
Various things. They were educational.
Yes,
They were
ma'am.
meant to be educational.
Yes, ma'am.
So, might be best practices, new regulatory standards that are coming out.
All right.
Typically, that's the kinds of things that, you know, I would listen to.
Okay. And these webinars dealt with, in your case, quality, true?
True.
And the webinars were, the purpose was to help with the quality at the hospital, true?
Objection form.
True.
And you would take what Tenet shared with you via webinar and you would implement that at the hospital, true?
Objection form.
You may answer.
Sometimes,
Okay. If it was applicable to your hospital.
if it was applicable, yes.
Yes, ma'am. All right. We're talking about Ann Bowen. You recall what else Ann Bowen did to help you in your role as the Director of Clinical Quality Improvement at South Fulton Medical Center?
She was a resource to me,
Okay.
so I could call her for questions.
Right.
You know,
Questions for, like, you know, what do we do here?
yes.
And she would say, let's do this.
Objection to form.
True?
Going.
True.
Okay. And that's what you would do. Right?
Objection to form.
Usually.
Yeah, I understand. And then, in addition to Ann Bowen, you mentioned Maria Fernandez.
Yes.
And what was Maria Fernandez's role?
She assisted with compliance with core measures.
Okay. Compliance with core measures. And that's for CMS, right?
CMS and Joint Commission.
Okay. And what is the core measure?
Those are process measures of care.
Okay. For instance, can you give us an example?
You come to the hospital with the diagnosis of pneumonia. There are certain recommended antibiotics that you are to receive.
Right.
That's a process measure.
Okay. And you can measure a hospital like South Fulton Medical Center to see how they fared on those processes, right?
Correct.
And so that's one of the things that Maria Fernandez would help you do, true?
True.
What else other than... excuse me. Other than help you with compliance and core measures, what else did Maria Fernandez help you with?
That's all.
Okay. And did Maria Fernandez ever come and to Atlanta, to your recollection, and work, or was she just working from Dallas?
She came.
Okay. She came to visit the hospital?
Yes.
All right. And when she came to visit the Tenet Hospital here in Atlanta, how long would she stay?
Objection to form.
A day.
Okay. And Ann Bowen, when she came to Atlanta to help, about how many days would she stay?
One day, sometimes she would stay 2.
Okay. 1 or 2 days
1 or 2
usually.
days.
All right. All right. And about how often did Ann Bowen and Maria Fernandez visit the Atlanta hospitals?
I can only remember Maria coming one time.
Okay.
One time at South Fulton.
All right. And what about Ann Bowen?
About, I would say once, on average, once a quarter.
Okay. Once every 3 months or so?
Every 3 or 4 months, yes.
Okay. All right. And what else do you recall Maria Fernandez helping you with, if anything?
Only core measures, that
Okay.
was all.
That's core measures. And what about Darlene Lutman? What did she help you with?
Accreditation.
Okay. Accreditation. What did Darlene Lutman do in that regard?
She was, again, a resource person for questions.
All right. She would answer questions regarding accreditation?
Yes.
And did Darlene Lutman also visit the hospitals here in Atlanta?
Yes.
Okay. Remember about how often?
I can only remember one time.
All right. Do you remember getting emails from Ann Bowen, Maria Fernandez, or Darlene Lutman?
Yes.
Okay. You get emails from each of them?
Yes.
All right. Did you get also agendas regarding the webinars? What the webinar would be about?
Yes.
Okay. And do you remember what email the webinar information came from?
What email?
Yes, ma'am.
It was a Tenet email.
Yes, ma'am. You just,
I mean, yeah, it was a Tenet email, tenethealth.com.
right. You just don't remember the first name that it would come from, or it would vary.
It would vary. It would come from
Okay.
various people.
Now, and these email addresses, are they similar to yours? Something like ann.bowen@tenethealth.com,
Yes.
maria.fernandez at tenethealth.com,
Yes.
darlene.lutman@tenethealth.com.
Yes.
All right. And what about Kathy Munoz? You mentioned she also helps you in your role as Director of Clinical Quality Improvement. What did she do to help?
Resource person again.
Okay.
Question and answers.
You could go to her with questions and she would give you answers.
Yes.
All right. Do you remember her coming to Atlanta?
No.
Okay. Do you remember her sharing with you best hospital practices via webinars?
Yes.
Okay. And do you remember getting emails from Kathy Munoz regarding those best hospital practice webinars?
Yes.
And she would also outline what she was going to talk about or what the webinars were about, true?
Yes.
All right. Do you still have those emails?
I don't know.
Okay. What else did Kathy Munoz help you with, or does she help you with?
Nothing other than what I've already
Okay.
said.
All right. Well, that covers Ann Bowen, Maria Fernandez, Darlene Lutman, and Kathy Munoz, true?
True.
And also a Jeff Clinklin, is that right?
Yes.
And your role as Director of Clinical Quality Improvement, what sort of help did Jeff Clinklin provide you?
Well, in my role as Director of Clinical Quality Improvement, None. I interacted more with him as in other positions that I had.
Okay.
So,
Tell me about that.
with risk management.
Okay. What did he do?
If I had questions regarding any adverse events or occurrences, he was a resource
Okay.
to me.
So if you had a question regarding an adverse event and how to handle it, he would tell you. He would answer that question.
He could assist, yes.
Okay. All right. What else?
That's all.
And it would be jeff.clinklin@tenethealth.com as best you.
Yes.
Do you remember Jeff Clinklin coming to Atlanta to work with you?
No.
Okay. What about Bob Stauffer? What was his role?
It's a she.
Okay.
Barb.
Is Bob? B-O-B?
B-A-R, Barbara.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's her full name.
Barb Stauffer. All right. What was her role?
I didn't interact with her as director of clinical quality. That was when I was in risk.
Okay. And how did she help you in your role when you were with risk?
When I had questions regarding litigation issues,
Okay.
yeah. Again, occurrences that occurred in the hospital.
Got it. All right. What else would she help you with?
That's all.
All right. Do you remember her coming to Atlanta to work with you?
I remember her coming to Atlanta, but not to the hospital.
Okay. Did you meet with her when she came to Atlanta?
Yeah, in a group setting, yes.
Okay. Do you remember where those meetings took place?
Oh, I don't know. We had dinner somewhere, in Atlanta in a restaurant. I don't remember
All right.
specifics.
All right. And what about Denise Chandler? She helps you as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
What was her role?
Same as Ann Bolin. She's from the quality department.
Okay. And what sort of things did Denise help you with in terms of quality at the hospital?
Preparing the hospital for survey.
Okay. And her email is probably denise.chandler@tenethealth.com.
Yes.
All right. Do you remember about how many trips she made to Atlanta to work with you in preparation for the surveys?
Five or six.
Okay. And that was 5 or 6, what, a year or? So
Yes.
every couple of months?
Yes.
All right. And she did the same types of things as Ann Bowen, and that is gather information, analyze information, make recommendations, and action plans. True?
True.
Okay. What else? Anything else? All right.
That's it.
And then you also mentioned Patricia LaCroix, is that right?
Yes.
And her email is patricia.lacroix@tenethealth.com,
Yes.
as best as you would be able to determine. And what's her role at Tenet Healthcare Corporation?
She's now a regional. I'm not sure of her title, but I think it's regional chief nursing officer or something
Okay.
to that effect.
She's a regional, is that CNO, is that what
Yes.
it stands for, chief nursing officer, right?
I think. I know the regional title is
All
correct.
right. Regional.
Yeah.
So
Southern
RNO,
states.
yeah. Okay. That would include Tenet South Fulton Medical Center, right? Would come under her purview, responsibility.
Objection form.
Well, she wasn't in that position when it was South Fulton Medical Center.
Okay.
This is recent.
All right.
So she has both hospitals, yes.
Okay. And what's her role with regard to those hospitals?
She,
Objection form.
You may answer.
we have calls, quarterly
Okay.
calls with her,
All right. And about how long do those calls last?
an hour.
All right. And those calls, you talk about best hospital practices, true?
True.
You talk about nursing issues, true?
Sometimes, yes.
All right. She shares with you what they would like to see done in the hospitals regarding nursing, true?
Objection form.
Not
Same.
not just nursing.
Okay. Well,
If it's applicable,
nurses
yes.
and others.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And all right. And what else over the course of those calls?
We just talk about whatever strategies that the hospitals are working on,
Okay.
and what our progress is on a particular metric that we might be looking at, and then again, best practices.
All right. So she would help with things like strategies, true?
True.
Objection form.
And
Same.
progress regarding strategies, true?
Form.
You may answer.
Yes.
And metrics, is that right?
Yes.
And by metrics you mean measurements of hospital data, true?
True.
Okay. And she would also help with the analysis of the data, true?
She didn't do any data analysis. I mean, we report how we're doing on something.
Okay. And she has certain metrics in place she expects a hospital to meet, true?
Objection form.
Same.
You may answer.
We have a benchmark that we're to meet. Yes.
Right. And if for whatever reason your hospital is not making the benchmark, that's something that she would want to talk to you about, true?
Objection of form.
Objection form.
You
True.
would, if South Fulton Medical Center, for instance, is not meeting her benchmark, that's something you would talk about, true?
Objection of form.
Objection form.
You may
Calls for
answer.
speculation.
Yes.
Okay. And you would discuss how to, what strategies, what action plans are necessary to improve and meet the Tenet Healthcare Corporation benchmark, true?
Objection form.
Same.
True.
All right. What else?
That's it.
That's about it. And then I think it's Anna Kiger, is that right?
Yes.
And that would be anna.kiger@tenethealth.com, true?
True.
And Anna Kiger's role was, or is what?
She's chief nursing officer.
Okay. And so that would be the same as what we just discussed regarding Patricia LaCroix, true?
Objection form.
Same.
You may answer.
Not necessarily.
Okay. How are they different?
Objection of form.
Interaction with her is I don't have much interaction with her.
Okay. And when you did have interaction with her, would it be Tenet Healthcare Corporation strategies and whether you're meeting Tenet Healthcare Corporation benchmarks, metrics, things like that?
Sometimes.
Objection
Yes,
form.
ma'am. Okay. And other times it would be what?
It may be trying to think of an email, maybe a Center of Excellence application that we were to complete
Okay.
for different programs that we offer. She
Okay.
may check on the status of that,
All right.
and ask if we need any help.
All right. Help with certain programs in
Right.
the hospitals. All right. And she would offer that help or offer people to help.
Correct.
All right. What else?
That's all.
Then you also mentioned, I think Jeff Stanley, but he's a COO at South Fulton Medical Center. True.
Yes, he was.
Have you recalled while we've been talking anyone else at Tenet Healthcare Corporation that helped you with quality at the hospital?
No, no, I don't.
All right. And then we were talking about your role in addition for preparing for the accreditation surveys, which we've spoken about, right?
Correct.
There's data collection and reporting to outside agencies, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and that would include what, the Joint Commission, CMS,
Yes.
and other agencies?
Yes.
Okay. And did you prepare reports for those outside agencies when you were at Tenet South Fulton Medical Center?
You can answer that question generally to the extent it calls for any information that's protected by the peer review privilege or the medical review committee privilege. If it relates to the evaluation of the quality and efficiency of services at South Fulton Medical Center, I'd instruct you not to answer. But generally speaking, you can answer.
Yes.
All right. And those those reports were provided to either Joint Commission or CMS or here in Georgia to the DHR, right?
Correct.
And who here in the state of Georgia would you provide reports to? Do you remember?
Department of Community Health.
Okay. Do you remember who at the Department of Community Health?
No.
Did you ever physically go down there, the Department of Community Health or DHR? It used to be called DHR. Now
Used to
it's
be
Department
called, right. No.
Okay. Do you remember having any conversations with anyone at, well, what used to be DHR, now Department of Community Health, regarding reports?
Generally, you can answer specifically with regard to any peer review privileged or medical review committee privileged information. I instruct you not to answer.
Conversation. Yes.
Okay. And would that be, tell me about that.
Through an on-site visit,
Yes, ma'am.
I would
Okay.
have conversation with Department of Community Health.
Okay. About just the status of the
Right, why they're
investigation.
there. What are they,
Okay.
right.
All right.
Overlap. Why they're what?
Why they're at the hospital, why they have presented themselves that day at the hospital.
Now, would you know when the Department of Community Health was going to be there?
No,
Okay. Would you know when the Joint Commission was going to be there?
sometimes.
Okay. Would you know when CMS was going to be there if they came?
No.
Okay. And you, with the help of Tenet Healthcare Corporation, like you've shared with us, you would help the hospital through those surveys, each of those types of surveys. And true?
True.
And investigations when you had either CMS or the Department of Community Health appear, right?
Objection of form.
That's when you,
Objection form.
that's when you'd have the conversation like, why are you here?
Correct.
Right. Okay. And then they would tell you why they were there.
Correct.
All right. And you would handle that with the assistance of others.
Correct.
All right. What else did you do regarding data collection, reporting, analysis that you shared with outside folks? You reported outside the hospital, like Joint Commission, CMS, and DHR or Department of Community Health.
Objection of form.
What else did I do?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not sure I understand the question. Are you, I don't know what you mean, what else did I do?
Okay. I'm talking about just the area we were just talking about. Have you shared everything that you do in your role to help with the surveys and the investigations by either CMS, DHR, or Department of Community Health?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And I think the last thing that you shared with me that you did was analyze how efficiently and effectively the medical and nursing services were being provided at the hospital. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. And tell me how you did that. What'd you do?
Again, it's collection of data,
Okay.
and that data is aggregated
Yes, ma'am.
and given a score
Okay.
or a ranking, and it's compared to a benchmark.
All right. That's a Tenet benchmark.
Not
Objection
always
form.
a Tenet benchmark. It could
Could
be a joint.
CMS
Right.
benchmark. Okay. Core measure.
Right. Right.
All right. So you collect the data, aggregate the data, score the data, compare it to a benchmark, whether it's Tenet Healthcare Corp, or CMS, or DHR, or Joint Commission.
Correct.
All right. And what else?
That's
That's it.
That sums it up.
And you would report those findings to, as depending on the case, either Joint Commission or DHR, CMS, or Department of Community Health. True?
True.
Okay. All right. And have we left anything? What have we left out as far as your role?
I can't
Okay.
think of anything that we left out.
All right. I've got a couple of documents here. Let's go ahead and mark this. I have some exhibit stickers. Let me see. Thank you.
Do you anticipate us needing to take a lunch break, or
Hello. What do you want to go to lunch, or?
I guess it depends how long you expect. If you expect a few more hours, then I would suggest at a good time we take a lunch break. If you feel like you can push on through, then
I don't think we're going to be a whole lot. I mean, I've got an outline here, but I
Okay.
think we.
Let's push on through. If you
Why don't we
feel
go
like-
another 15, 30 minutes and see how? I mean, hopefully we can get it done.
Okay.
All right. I'll show you what's been marked as Exhibit 1 to your deposition, Ms. Bender, which is a notice of deposition. Have you ever seen that document before today?
Yes.
Okay. If you flip on back, there's a notice to produce there, that Exhibit A. Do you see that?
Keep flipping.
No, that's it. It
Oh.
starts there. At the top, it says Notice to Produce, Exhibit A. And there are a number of documents that are requested here.
Oh. Yes, I've seen this.
Okay.
affidavit.
Did you bring any documents responsive to that Notice to Produce?
No, I don't have any documents.
Okay. When you work in your role as Director of Clinical Quality Improvement, do you have access to documents within the hospital?
Objection to form vague.
Me answer.
Yes, I have access to documents.
Okay. Whatever documents you need to do your work. True.
Yes.
Okay. If you're preparing for a survey, whatever you need to do to help ensure that either South Fulton Medical Center or Atlanta Medical Center makes it through the survey, you have access to. True?
Objection to form.
Yes.
Okay. Same thing if someone shows up for an investigation, whether it's CMS or formerly DHR, now Department of Community Health, you would be able to access documents to provide them for their investigation, true?
True.
Okay. And that hasn't changed, right?
Correct.
Okay. Do you have access to your emails?
Yes.
Okay. They're on your computer, right?
Yes.
And if you want to look at an older one, you just go back on the date and look for a certain date range, like 2011, 12, 13, things like that, true?
Objection of form calls for
True.
speculation.
Right. And do you know where the data on your computer, is it stored on a server?
There is a server, yes.
Is that server, do you know whether that's in Dallas or Atlanta or cloud-based, or what's your understanding about how that works?
I don't really know
Okay,
how it
that's
works.
fine. I understand. Now, do you have a telephone number at work?
Yes.
What is that?
404
Yes, ma'am.
265
Yes, ma'am.
3884.
And do you use the same number both at Atlanta Medical Center and South Fulton Medical Center?
I have two numbers.
Okay, what's the other number?
404
Yes, ma'am.
466
Yes, ma'am.
4327.
All right. All right. And did you ever use a mobile phone for work?
Sometimes.
Okay, what's a mobile number?
770
Yes, ma'am.
315
Yes, ma'am.
9423.
9423. And who's a carrier for that?
Verizon.
All right, any other method you use to communicate with folks at Tenet Healthcare Corporation or the hospitals other than your email address? Those three numbers, one mobile and two work numbers.
Objection
No.
of form mischaracterizes her testimony regarding her cell phone number.
Did you ever review audit trails?
Audit trails.
Yes, ma'am. Like EMR, electronic medical record trails?
No.
Okay. Did you ever attend meetings in Dallas, like an annual meeting regarding best hospital practices?
I attended annual meetings.
Okay. And those lasted about how many days?
2 to 3 days.
Okay. And you would get an agenda for those meetings, right?
Yes.
And there would be speakers there, true?
True.
And you also met with the people that you work with in Dallas. You were able to meet with them, true?
True.
They'd be at the same meetings, right?
Yes.
In addition to those annual meetings, and did you attend those each year?
I've been 3 times.
Okay. Did you go in 2011, 2012?
I went
as director?
in 10, 11, and 12.
Okay. And you haven't been since 12?
No.
All right. You mind telling me why not?
Stop. We don't have them anymore.
Okay. 2012 was the last one.
Yes.
All right. Any idea why?
Just started having more communication through webinars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Webinars, email, stuff like that? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right. In addition to the annual trips, what other trips did you make to Dallas?
That's all.
Okay. Tell me the documents that are requested here in Exhibit 1, the notice to produce. Did you make any efforts to secure those documents? Did you do any computer searches or ask anybody to help you?
Objection of form. That's being handled by South Fulton Medical Center's counsel.
You may answer.
I assisted attorneys with whatever they.
Okay.
What
Did you
was
give
needed?
documents to them?
Objection of form. Let the record reflect I didn't get any documents, and that's an improper intrusion into the attorney-client privilege.
You may answer.
Did I give any documents?
Don't answer that question on the basis that that invades the attorney-client privilege communications, or the privilege.
So you're refusing to answer whether you provided any documents from a hospital to a lawyer?
Correct.
Okay. I'll show you what has been previously marked as Exhibit 2 to your deposition.
Okay.
And for the record, that also relates to work product as well.
What?
It relates to work product as well, and the responses to the notice to produce are being handled by counsel, so we will provide any discoverable documents as the Georgia Civil Practice Act requires.
I'll show you what's been marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit number 2. That's affidavit of Valerie Bender. That's you, right?
Yes,
Yes.
me.
And that's, if you flip on over to, I think it's the 3rd page. Yes, that's your signature. True.
It is.
And you signed this on or about 18 November 2014. Is that right?
Yes.
Was there a notary present?
Yes.
And who was a notary?
Danielle Jackson,
Okay. And she works.
Atlanta Medical Center South.
Got it. And did you prepare this affidavit?
I participated in the preparation of it.
Okay. You didn't type it up, though.
I did not.
Someone else did that.
Yes.
And gave it to you to sign.
Objection of form. Mischaracterizes her testimony.
I'm fully aware of what's in the document. I was part of putting this together. I just
Right.
didn't type it.
And that's my next. Everything in your affidavit is true and correct? True?
Yes.
All right. If you flip on over to the 2nd page, do you see that paragraph 4?
Yes.
Okay. It reads, I was and currently am. So by was, so you mean at South Fulton Medical Center, and currently am at Atlanta Medical Center, in the same role as Director of Clinical Quality Improvement. True?
True.
Responsible for gathering, monitoring, and reviewing information relating to the care and treatment of patients at the hospital formerly known as South Fulton Medical Center. True?
True.
And that's what you did? True?
True.
And you've shared with me the help you got from folks that were working at Tenet Healthcare Corporation in Dallas to help you in that role, right?
Correct.
Objection form.
Same.
And it goes on to read, for the purpose of evaluating and improving the quality and efficiency of the health care provided to those patients participating in peer review activities. You also did that, true?
True.
All right. And which of the Tenet Healthcare Corporation people helped you with peer review activities, if any?
None.
Okay. So none of the people that you're working with from Dallas helped you with the peer review activities. Those would have been confined to the hospital. True.
Objection of form to the extent it mischaracterizes the law on peer review.
Joined.
You may answer.
Oh, let me think about.
Let me finish my objection. To the extent it mischaracterizes the law on peer review and the medical review committee privileges and calls for a legal conclusion.
So your question again,
She can read it back.
read it back, please.
Thank you.
So none of the people that you were working with in Dallas helped you with the peer review activities? Those would have been confined to the hospital, true? There's an objection.
And also add that that question is vague.
You may answer.
I can't say that absolutely. That's not necessarily true.
Okay. But, what does it say? Peer review activities. Peer review activity, did you ever participate in a peer review committee?
I
Objection
didn't.
of form.
Okay.
I did not.
You're, did you ever prepare documents for a peer review committee?
Yes.
Okay. And when you prepared documents for a peer review committee, you would, as you suggested earlier, gather the information, aggregate and assemble the information, compare that to benchmarks, and then share that with the peer review committee. True?
True.
Okay. And, no, and that's different from reports that you would prepare for outside agencies like the Joint Commission. True?
Objection to form.
Objection form.
That's not necessarily true.
Okay.
No.
Now, when you were employed at South Fulton Medical Center, did you ever know a sentinel event to be reported to the Joint Commission?
Objection to form. I'm instructing you not to answer on the grounds that it invades the peer review and medical review committee privileges.
And are you
I'm
refusing to answer?
refusing to answer, yes.
On whether a sentinel event was ever reported, to your knowledge, to the Joint Commission while you were there?
Same objection, because it relates to the evaluation of the quality and efficiency of services, including practice analysis and even compliance with an accrediting or regulatory organization.
I'm refusing to answer.
Okay. Assisting with root cause analysis. And what is root cause analysis?
It's an analysis done in response to a sentinel event or near miss.
Okay. And by near miss, you mean what?
Sentinel event
Okay.
possibly could have occurred, but
Okay.
did not.
And you did that both at South Fulton Medical Center and currently at Atlanta Medical Center, true?
Currently, I do not participate in root cause analysis.
Okay. But you did at South Fulton Medical Center.
Yes.
And that was in response to or preparation for sentinel event reporting, true?
True.
Okay. It goes on to taking steps to reduce morbidity and mortality, and that was part of your role too, true?
True.
I mean, you certainly wanted to reduce the number of needless deaths and needless serious injuries to patients, true?
Objection to form, argumentative, and assumes facts not in evidence. Answer if you
Joint.
can.
Let me answer.
Yes, I participated in
Right.
that.
You didn't want to see babies dying down there any more than anybody else, true?
Objection to form, argumentative.
Form.
Any baby death is disturbing, so,
Right. Okay.
you know,
And you would also enlist the help from the same Tenet Healthcare Corporation people in your role in reducing morbidity and or mortality, true?
Objection to form, to the extent it mischaracterizes her testimony and asked and answered.
You may answer.
if needed,
Yes, ma'am. And they were available there to help you and
They
answer
were-
questions.
resources to me, yes.
Right. Managing all regulatory and accrediting survey readiness and compliance with the Joint Commission, Centers for Medicare and Medicaid, and the state regulatory body. Those are the ones you shared with us earlier, true?
True.
And you've shared with me everything you do in that regard, right?
Correct.
Okay. We don't need to go through that again, right?
I hope not.
And compiling data concerning the procedures and outcomes at the hospital for purposes of evaluating the quality and efficiency of the healthcare services provided. True?
True.
And we've talked about that, right?
Yes.
I mean, you told me everything that you do in that regard, right?
Yes.
If this is a good stopping point, I'd appreciate another break.
Okay. You want like a lunch break?
This
We can assess that.
this is the end of video 2. We're going off the record at 12 o'clock p.m.
Well, I think we need